I'm David Purpura. I'm a professor in human development and family science and the director of the Center for Early Learning at Purdue University. Early childhood education is important because it provides that foundation for young children's learning across their school years. We found that some of the early skills are some of the strongest predictors of later skills, and so we need to make sure that children have that strong foundation across all of these academic, behavioral, and social emotional domains so that they're able to build on that success throughout their school years. Over the last several years, there's been more investment in early childhood education. There's been growth in the number of 3- and 4-year-olds participating in preschool programs, but we're still far away from where we really need to be. Fewer than half of children are actually attending high quality early childhood education programs. So we have a long way to go before we can actually really see those broader benefits of early learning. Some of the best practices for improving early learning really center on making sure that we're intentional with providing instruction across different content areas. In my area of early math, we need to make sure that we're providing intentional instruction in what we call learning trajectories, where specific skills build on other skills, and so we need to focus across that trajectory as kids are learning. It can't just be a lesson here or an activity here. They need to be tied together so that children are able to build what we often call an interwoven web of knowledge. So parents are a really important part of helping set their children up for success. One of the key things that they can do is try to make sure that math is part of their child's world. Don't be afraid of it. All of the math that you're working with your child on, those are all things that you know and you can do. Children have lots of questions that can be answered through math. So engaging with them in that back and forth and asking them questions that they can use to solve problems in their daily environment can be a great way to build that foundation of early math skills. So one of the things that we've realized when it comes to early learning is that we can't be asking parents and teachers just to do more, add in more math, add in more of other things, because they're already doing so much. And so what we've tried to do in my lab is to build math into things that parents and teachers are already doing. For example, we've developed several series of children's picture books where we've embedded math content into the books. Now, these books aren't just counting books where each page has a 1 and then a 2. These are really engaging books that have this nice storyline with characters that children can relate to. They have math embedded both into the images and the text, but we've also built in some questions on every page that parents can ask their children to engage them more in depth in this content. One of the things that we think is most critical is that parents and teachers can engage children in math, not just in strict mathematical instructional activities, but really through everything that they're doing in their daily lives.